it a certain way and you do it your way and then mess up, I don't want to clean it up. Because that was your fuck up, not mine.
Every time I'm punching, Floyd like grab my hand, like yank it back, where though I can't even punch.
On his jokes prior to his fight against Lamont Roach. After the fight, look how many were waiting.
He's seen opens with Floyd Mayweather seated in his studio for a live interview. The atmosphere is intense, and the interviewer leans in, eager to discuss recent developments in coming fights. We even went as far as advising him to step away from the...
Adrian had the weigh-in. So from his weigh-in, they meet us at the food spot. So from there, we go to the gym. So remind you, they already got this set up. Floyd already got it set up. He already posted on Instagram. It probably was like 100 people in there, and he turned the heat up. That's what Floyd do. He turned the heat up in the gym while you in there. So he turned the heat up. Boom. We spar, but while we sparring, Floyd is in the ring. Like every time I'm punching, Floyd like grab my hand, like yank it back, where though I can't even punch Devin. So it was times that like I catch Devin, boom, or I'm about to swing and Floyd like yank my hand back, or he'll push me to the ropes. Like he was actually like touching me while we was sparring. Like
why?
Like, he was, cause it was like Devin was his guy, cause Devin was training at his gym at the time.
You've always looked out for my fighters. Gervonta is talented, one of the best, but sometimes you have to be smart. That fight is not the right move for him. There are bigger opportunities out there. He needs to think ahead and not let emotions drive his decisions. Cut to footage of Gervonta Davis in a separate interview, speaking candidly about his past experiences training under Mayweather's wing.
Gervonta too, I want everybody, all these young fighters that are listening to this, and you could clip this. It's a short part right here.
I got you.
To Ryan could clip this right here. To all you young fighters, look at the amount of love they were giving and sharing to Gervonta Tank Davis prior to the fight. Look at what all the reporters were doing prior to the fight. Look how they were all laughing at all his jokes prior to his fight against Lamont Roach. After the fight, look how many were waiting to down this man. Down him. See, I'm going to talk my smack with Tank, but that's because I want to fight him. That's me. I can say that. But I just want all you young fighters to really look about it. They don't care about us.
Yeah.
They won't ever care about us. When you winning, they're going to be there. But they're waiting for any moment to slip up. Just a man, even a draw. Look how much hate he got out of it.
Yeah, not to get deep, but, you know, it's...
When I was sparring Devin Haney back in the day, I felt like I was proving myself every time we stepped in that ring. But it always seemed like whenever I got the upper hand, Mayweather would step in, cut the session short, call for a break, something. It was like he didn't want me to shine too much.
You're a referee, you're biggest. You should have seen what the going on. Why I would have, if I'm in the corner, I'm erratic in between rounds. What was your feeling in between rounds when you seen that?
It was going off. My assistant coach, Ben Johnson, he was going off on him. Hey Steve, the fuck wrong with you? He was cursing him out and everything. He was like, that was a fucking damn. Yeah, he just stood off and waved us off, and he was like,
yeah, cause for me, one person would have been having to deal with Lamont, and the other nigga been the whole 60 seconds.
Yeah, that's how it was. I was dealing with him, and my man Ben was dealing with the rough.
Right.
We got his attention along with the low blows as well. I was like, how many low blows you gonna let us hit us with? Before you take a point. And then he finally warned him like in the 11th round.
That's crazy. Is there anybody in boxing media or media in general, because nobody picked you guys to win at all. Nobody. I mean, I seen you guys go on promotional tours from whether it was boxing podcast to the Breakfast Club. Nobody picked you guys to win. Like, when you get a second, you grab me a water. Sorry. And is there anybody that you got, I know because it's more than one person, but is there anybody, thank you, that you took personal out of all the interviews that you did? Is it one or two people or three people that you be like, this right here, everybody else, but I want to prove this one person wrong?
It's not necessarily that I wanted to prove them wrong. So I wanted everybody to shut the for real. Yeah. Like, but I already said it. Two-tone, the big bald that got the beard that talked.
And that made me question a lot of things. Flashback montage of Mayweather overseeing training sessions, cutting between Davis landing solid punches and Mayweather calling for a pause, favoritism. Haney was training in his gym, and it seemed like he had his full support. Meanwhile, I was there trying to sharpen my skills, but every time I built momentum, it was taken away. That kind of thing sticks with you.
I guess one is, what did you think when he said that initially, just like the grease in the eye? But two is like, when you was in the fight, was there any point that you saw that? Like, did you see like him kind of messing with his eye, or did you have any indication that that was something that was bothering him?
No, see, and that's the thing. If you look at the whole fight, he was never bothering his eyes before
you jabbed him.
Before I jabbed him. Even that right hand that, like, you know what I'm saying, that kind of landed, he kind of rolled with it. But after that, you could see him wipe his eye. And then, right after I hit him with the jab, you could see him wipe his other eye. So it's like, it was corresponding to which hand that I punched him with and exactly which eye. So it's like crazy for him to say, it's grease in my eye. And I think even when he say that, you could see me, because I'm right beside him, you could see me like, nigga, what you talking about? So,
right.
But you say you don't think he willing though.
Yeah, whatever. See, but who cares? Like, sweat gonna get in your eye, blood gonna get in your eye.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Spit fuck around and get in your eye. You know what I'm saying? But you, it's not like you can be like, all right, time out, ref. Hold on,
Take no
ref.
time out.
You can't do that.
Right. Would you be cool with Steve Willis doing the next fight?
Hell no.
He can't do the next fight.
No, he can't do the next fight.
Right.
No.
Pops, it's a no?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how many
Coach Ben on him, man. He lucky he ain't running Coach Ben after that fight.
But look at how many times he fight up though.
Right.
The knee, him going to the.
You felt undermined during crucial moments of your training? Exactly. It wasn't just about the sparring. It was about what it meant in the bigger picture. You start to wonder who really has your back. The camera shifts to Teofimo Lopez giving his perspective on Davis' latest fight and the ripple effects that followed that fight with Roach. It left a lot of people talking, and not in a good way. Davis went in with expectations, and when things didn't go the way people thought they should, suddenly he was on his own. It's crazy how fast they turn on you in this game. One fight, one night, and people act like you're done.
Terrence Crawford should fight. Benavidez. That don't make no sense. He don't never want to see nobody be better than him. I'm telling you.
Who's next in line? Just so you're next in line.
Is there like a
the last question, guys?
Is there like a love-hate for Floyd though? Like,
yeah,
fighter?
Yeah, I love the fighter. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if he was like chill, like he'll be the smoothest. But he's not. You know what I mean? He's a great fighter. And my bad.
Oh, you're good, man.
And he because I don't want to say like he's just a scumbag, but it's like he's a great fighter, and sometimes he could be.
He's seen cuts to highlights of the fight, showing tense moments, controversial calls, and Davis looking visibly frustrated post-match Hats boxing. You win and they love you. You stumble, they're ready to throw dirt on your name. But I don't think it's over for Davis. Not even close. He just has to move wisely.
Without wasting any time, because Roach absolutely deserves a rematch. I mean, I thought he outboxed Tank the last time around. He came up a division as a gigantic 10-1 underdog, and he was the one on the front foot, landing his jab, the body shots, the combinations, throwing a lot more volume. I had it 7-5 Roach, and the no knockdown in round 9 was the reason it was a draw. If that knockdown was scored, that would have been a decision for Roach. But with all that being said, I do like Tank a lot more in the rematch. I thought he fought way too much on the back foot in the first fight, especially the first few rounds. He would land 1 or 2 punches per round, but as he started becoming the aggressor in the later rounds, he kept landing a lot more left hands and body shots. So Tank just needs to make this a dogfight, get into more exchanges, and that's where he'll land a lot more punches on Roach. When he's sitting on the back foot waiting for a counter, that's where Roach is comfortable and winning most of the rounds. So if Tank can fight the same way he did against Ryan Garcia, rounds 3 to 7, against Mario Barrios in the later rounds, or
with Mayweather's advice, Davis' growing frustrations, and the ever-changing tides of the boxing world, one thing is certain: Gervonta Davis' next move will be crucial.
You're a referee. Your biggest. You should have seen what the going on. Why I would have, if I'm in the corner, I'm erratic in between rounds. What was your feeling in between rounds when you seen that?
We was going off. My assistant coach, Ben Johnson, he was going off on him. Hey Steve, the fuck wrong with you? He was cursing him out and everything. It was like, that was a fucking blows you gonna let us hit us with before you take a point. And then he finally warned him like in the 11th round.
That's crazy. Is there anybody in boxing media or media in general, because nobody picked you guys to win?
Will he rise above the noise, or will the doubters prove right? Only time will tell.